Alrighty, we are here for the women's SATIS Grand Final between GYC and St Brendan Shaw. Ronnie Riggs in commentary, and we've been able to pull up Ethan Dunn into some commentary work as well too. Dunny, hello.
Thank you so much, Ronald. Happy to be here,
Alright, Dunny will give us special comments throughout the game as we are underway here. GYC control it to the left of your screen. As Brown geared. Well, she stepped out of bounds, so went out of real estate as Wilson tried to put up the three. What are you expecting in this game, Dunny?
Look, I'm expecting a lot of pace. I'm expecting them to push the ball and play hard. Go hard at the rim. That's how they're going to win this game, Ronald.
All right, this is pretty much a replay from last year's SATIS Grand Final, which was played at St Brendan Shaw's home court up in Devonport. Where this year it's back here at the Hobart Netball and Sports Centre. So St Brendan Shaw looking to score off this possession. Now McCoy for the two, couldn't get that to go. Rebound by Chloe Broomhall, who suits up with the Hobart Chargers in the NBL 1 South. So locally with the Southern Wolves. Hayley Geared, who also features heavily in the Hobart Chargers, doesn't get that to go. Good nice D there by Lucia Hearn. He's certainly a player to watch, is for sure. Great pass into McCoy. The three ball is up and couldn't get anything off glass here. McCoy, good O board. Now another three ball up and it goes down. It's a nice look there by St Brendan Shaw there, Dunny.
Yeah, we have some shooters, Ronnie.
We certainly do. Should be a good contest throughout as Geared putting it to the floor. Wilson. Gets moved around, good cut. Broomhall needs to throw that one up, doesn't go. Hearn got the rebound. St Brendan Shaw, coached by Steve Bryan as well too. He's been around the game up in the North West Coast for many, many years. Good to see him out here as Hearn from deep knocks that one down. St Brendan Shaw off to a 6-zip start here. Broomhall. Schultz. Good hands. And the ball goes out of bounds. What are you thinking early on here, Dunny? Two minutes in. What adjustments would you be making already?
I am thinking
Ahern, yeah.
I'm thinking they're going to need to start double teaming her because she is going to get hot quick.
Yes.
She is one of those players that will shoot and shoot and shoot.
And of course, Lucy Ahern involved at a junior national squad level as well too, has been at that level, which is huge at her age. Now there's a foul on the play, so GYC to get it back. But I think you're right, Dunny, as far as they show some double teams as Brown from D. Yes. And I think, Dunny, you've seen most of the GYC girls, of course, play club basketball, so you obviously know that. Yeah, Emily Brown can knock down that three ball.
Absolutely, Ronnie.
Of course, in the earlier game, in the men's, the GYC boys getting up very comfortably over Launceston Church Ground by about 55 as Ahern goes up and under and gets the two.
Lovely shot.
Very crafty with that move. Because you have to be crafty out there sometimes, don't you, Dunny, as far as trying to get to the rim or try and find some, something to get you going. As Geared misses that one with D by McCoy. Geared nearly got it back. Broomhall in the thick of it. Goes up strong. Couldn't get that to go. Ball goes out of bounds.
Definitely a lot of contact early, I must say.
Yeah, no, good to see. Tough, physical kind of game. That's what you want in these state finals. Last touch by Brown as ball goes out of bounds. And all the GYC boys are staying back and whatnot. Connor Byers was trying to audition for a spot as Ahern gets the two there. So before we bring Dunny in, which was a good move. So Broomhall now putting it to the floor. Geared. Got stripped. Brown able to recover. And then short on that one. St Brendan Shaw off and running. McCoy running nicely there. Couldn't get that to go. I think the ball must have slipped out of her hands or something. As the other McCoy, the McCoy sisters out there in Jade and Gemma. And the two to go. Now Wilson from deep, couldn't get that to go. Had a good night out on Wednesday night in seniors. McCoy. Kick out to Ahern here, fires one up. Short on that one. Schultz. Broomhall working away through. Geared is open for three. And couldn't get that to go. Rebound by Wilson. Brown trying for a quick cut here, GYCR, but have to go back to the top to retreat. Broomhall, spin, kick out. Brown for a long two, no good. McCoy got the rebound, off and running, has a sister in support if she needs it, utilises her. So McCoy gets that mid-range two to go.
Lovely shot.
Some good transition there, Dunny. Just
yeah, they're really capitalising on the weak defence.
They certainly are. Some nice hands there. There's Ahern. Shot fires and that goes down there. I'm going to...
A bit of trouble here, Ronnie.
Yeah, GYC certainly on an uphill battle. That is... Yeah.
Look, I'm quite disappointed, I can't lie. I am GYC by heart, but this is a showing out.
Yeah, St Brendan Shaw certainly comes to play in this ball game right now. As GYC need to get a bit of a move on. Chloe Broomhall being aggressive on the drive there, Dunny. And maybe we might need to see a little bit more from Chloe Broomhall as well too, because...
Yeah, she's really a leader of this team.
Absolutely.
She needs to start showing it.
So substitutions here. I think we've got, now you help me out here, Dunny.
We have got Isabel Geard subbing in.
Yep.
Alongside Izzy and Kate Coburn.
Okay, Kate, yep, Kate Coburn. And Broomhall goes 2-2. Dunny getting some help from from his GYC classmates. We'll make sure we'll get a photo of the score sheet at quarter time. As the drive goes up here for St Brendan Shaw, they couldn't get it to go on that play. Let's try her nice pass. I think that might be Martin. I'm pretty sure. I need to double check my list. It is. Oh, it might be Luca Martin, sorry, yes. But we will get some confirmation quarter time. So ball getting moved around. Broomhall putting it to the floor. Step back three from Chloe Broomhall was short. We know she can knock down that three ball. She hasn't bowled in that part of the game. So GYC to get it back. 12 here, you'd probably want to get some scores and stops right now here, Dunny.
Absolutely. I feel like GYC are playing too much on the perimeter.
Okay.
They're looking for the threes too much. They need to get inside just like that.
Just like that, as Chloe Broomhall draws the foul. We'll go back to the line here for two. And another substitution here. Is that Sienna coming out on the floor?
Looks to be.
So no. The nice thing about being the home team, Daddy, is we usually know pretty much all of them. There are just a couple that I just don't know. But we'll, as we say, we'll check in quarter time. Rebound by McCoy off the miss. So 17-5 scoreline here. Still 12 points to margin here. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Women's grand final in the SATIS competition is three ball, no good. McCoy aboard, no good. Broomhall got the rebound. He needs to get out a little bit of trouble here and does. Pass. And nearly a travel. But they get away with that one. And substitution here. Lucia Ahern coming off for a breather after a good 8 minutes out on the floor. Broomhall putting it to the floor. Up strong she goes, and great take there by Chloe Broomhall there, Dunny.
We need more of that.
Marching back to 10 here. McCoy putting on some moves. Kick out pass. And good ball movement by St Brendan Shaw here as the 3 ball goes up. It's just off on that one. Ball got saved and a foul called, which will see Luca Martin at the line for 2. Of course, plays her basketball out of Devonport there for the Warriors. As both teams into their huddle. This is the first. How have you found the experience this morning, Dunny? You were on the scoring there for the men's game, so
absolutely, I love it.
Yeah, that's good.
Any time I get to be around basketball, it's a good time. That's for sure.
Very good to hear. That's what we like. Of course, another day, another stadium, really for most of us.
Yes.
As we keep rolling through the basketball calendar year. We always enjoy these school finals, that's for sure. Meanwhile, GYC in a little bit of trouble. They're getting out of it. Geared here with it as she tries to attack the rim. Good D by St Brendan Shaw as GYC able to recover. Broomhall up strong once again, and I feel like Chloe Broomhall is going to have to do a bit of carrying by the sounds of it here, Dunny.
Absolutely. She is really showing her leadership now.
Absolutely. Of course, she's got a busy week ahead of her. She'll be on the road with the Hobart Chargers this weekend as the Hobart Chargers go to Knox and Bendigo on Saturday and Sunday. Of course, you can catch all the action by the NBL1 website or the NBL1 app. Just a shameless plug there for the NBL1. 3 ball by McCoy is no good. Rebound by Broomhall. Broomhall looking to go. Spins, gets into a bit of trouble. Let's kick this one out. Geared, who had a foot on the red line. That will not count, unfortunately. And that's a coach killer, Dunny. I'm sure not only myself or others would be absolutely pulling our hair out on that one.
Yeah, it's the shot we want. Just didn't execute right.
Just didn't realise where her big foot was on the sideline.
Happens to the best of us.
That's right, Dunny. You well know that as a gun 3-point shooter yourself. McCoy, who's also a good 3-point shooter, couldn't get that 3 to go on that occasion. Now looking to put it to the floor here, and that is actually quarter time. So quarter time comes, and St Brendan Shaw are actually up by 9 currently at the moment, 18-9. We'll take a quick break. We're going to go down and get a photo of that score sheet, Dunny, so we can call some of the players more for that St Brendan Shaw. So we'll be back shortly. Five. There we go. back here in the second quarter as St Brendan Shaw lead it currently at the moment, and we went down a quarter time and we got that photo of the score sheet, so we can go through some of the names. As Luca Martin couldn't get that 2 to go, but Broomhall here with it. Broomhall slowing this one down. Gonna go 3 ball there from. Trying to pick up who that was there. That was, Woods tried to go there, but then GYC able to pick up the 2. So back to 7 our margin. Look at the check-in. And Luca Martin having a rest here for St Brendan Shaw. So Broomhall. Woods, Geared, putting it to the floor, needs help. Oh, trying to go to Coburn there, but no good. And the ball back here with Hearn as we come down the floor. And that was Wells who couldn't, sorry. 96, or what number did Ryland call out there? 96? Yep, I see a 96, yep.
Yeah.
I don't have, it might be Minton Connell there. That, again, there might be a jersey change with the numbers potentially, so we'll come back to that one. But anyway, Ahern, kick out. Oh, that was off the side of the barnyard there for Kira Munns.
That is how GYC needs to play though, Ronnie. They need to keep them on the perimeter.
Yeah. Because right now they've been getting inside very too easily at times. So much better defensive possession there for GYC. As Guilford comes down the floor. Ball getting moved around. Schoenhorn here. Guilford into Schultz. Schultz goes up. Can't get that to go. So Eva Schultz at the line for 2. Of course, Eva plays her basketball locally at Hobart Phoenix, where myself and Ethan currently reside at with junior basketball. And Schultz misses first. Also, Eva represented the state under-18 side at the national championships as well too. As Schultz knocks that one down. So back to 6 here. It's going to be more defensive intensity that GYC will look to build upon. Meanwhile, St Brendan Shaw will look to really keep moving that ball, or have it in this lady's hands here, Lucia Hearn, and she couldn't get that to go. And a good rebound there by Nowlan. Now back through to Broomhall. It's GYC playing, looks like a little bit of 5 out on the sounds of it on the offensive set here. Nowlan getting a little bit stuck. Thankfully no shot clock in play, so there's no need to panic. Oh, Broomhall, nice crossover kick out. Schultz for the finishing touches is way off. And Nowlan got it, and then there's a foul on the play, and it's going to be on. Just trying to pick up the writing here of the score sheet here. That's going to be on Lauren Angley, I believe. So substitutions in as Wilson and Brown are in, and then Angley's coming off there.
Broomhall.
Oh, Broomhall came in, and Mia Aylett also in for St Brendan Shaw as well too. So Schultz here at the 45. She works her way through for a kick out. Wilson. Now Schultz inside to Brown. Good D by Ahern. Get that out of here, she says. And an errant pass. We'll see St Brendan Shaw get it back. So good defensive phase there for St Brendan Shaw there, Dunny, and GYC just getting a little bit stuck on the strong side there.
Yeah, it's all about movement. They need to move the ball, because then they'll create openings, and openings equal scores.
Meanwhile, Ahern dished that one off. Ball getting moved around. McCoy now back to Ahern here. So Ahern trying to spin, looking to go to work, and we'll draw the foul. And Lucy Ahern will go to the line for 2, or did I just see? Okay, so referee Ryland there saying it was a pass. Timeout called here with 5:05 remaining in the second quarter. It is 18-12 currently here. Baseline ball for St Brendan Shaw. What are you thinking so far at the moment, Dunny? What are you thinking? Let's put your GYC hat on, because that's the team you will know.
Right now, I'm thinking St Brendan's coach are really putting the ball in Ahern's hands.
Yes.
They really want her to be the main person in the post and out on the perimeter shooting those shots.
Yes.
What I think Josh Ewell, the coach, needs to do for GYC is he needs to have someone ready to take her as soon as she hits that block.
Yep.
Because then the double team happens, that's when we start to force those turnovers. And then that's when we work our best as GYC, we push the floor and we get the scores.
There you go, the thoughts there of Ethan Dunn, who's doing a good job in commentary at the moment.
Very calm coach. Is this Ewell, is it?
Yeah, Josh Ewell.
Very calm.
He's a very calm coach. Of course, Josh Ewell, a former state player, had also played with the Hobart Chargers as well too in years gone by. He's been around. Of course, the man that runs the Tassie SummerSlam competition, which got a bit of hype throughout the back end of last year, and did a terrific job with that. So great to see Josh Ewell. Of course, a teacher by day, and has now at GYC. I think this is his second year out at GYC, out of the Barrack Street campus there. So good to see Ewell, or Ewell-mania, as we like to call him, because he has such big arms, Dunny. I've never seen bigger arms than another wrestler that we all know. Meanwhile, back to the ball game. Good deflection there by Alinta Wilson, who knocks that one out of bounds, and St. Brandshaw get it back here. Ahern now trying to work her way through. Needs to kick it out. Extra pass. Aylett for 3. No good. McCoy. Everyone getting involved. Back to Ahern. Ooh, nice back door. Now, 3 ball
Lovely
up for
pass.
Gemma McCoy. Couldn't get that. Geared with a good rebound. So Geared, ball carrying duties. Bit of a double stagger screen. Now Schultz. Back to Geared, who will put it to the floor. Wilson sees something she likes, goes up strong. Couldn't get that to go either. Good rebound by Brown, and then a bit of a battle there on the boards, but St. Brandshaw come out of it through Munns. Now Ahern. Ooh, and then Munns just couldn't get the clean catch. Substitution here as Chloe Broomhall coming in for Isabel Geared. So just on 3 and a bit minutes to go before the major break. We come to you from the Hobart Netball and Sports Centre here in Newtown. Great to have you with us here. As Geared draws contact, and we'll go to the line for 2. Not a bad take there at all there, Dunny.
No, that is what we need. GYC need to recognise those one-on-one mismatches, and they need to go for them. That's how we draw the fouls like that.
Yes. Certainly matchups will be a key issue here this morning as Geared knocks down the first, and now again this is not the NBA where you can sub in between free throws. We'll have to wait to see if Geared can knock down the second, and then we'll have that sub be available to come in. Geared goes 2 of 2, and now we can have that sub. Of course, SATIS.
23 throws. I like that. That's got to be better.
Oh, I wouldn't mind it. Would you?
Yeah, no.
Wouldn't you mind it?
I
Dunny?
prefer it.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement up here. Nothing wrong with subbing in between free throws. Win-win for everyone. You get an extra 20-second breather as Ahern from deep knocks it
Lovely
down
shots.
from downtown. Arching back out to 7. We got it back to 4, and now back out to 7 thanks to a Ahern 3. Brown looking to go. And Wilson, 4-3. Yes.
Stay back.
And we know when Linter can knock down that shot, Dunny,
She absolutely can.
she's renowned for that 3-point shooting throughout her game. Marching back to 4 once again. All with Wells, now back out to McCoy. Into Ahern. Ahern got the gap as she gets the 2. Just a little bit of overplay on that one, Dunny.
Yeah.
Just enough gap there for Lucy Ahern to operate, but this is good basketball by
Lovely
GYC, but just couldn't get that to go. Yes, good pass nonetheless from Wilson there in recognition of the runner. McCoy got a bit stuck, but ball getting moved around now. Ahern here at the top. And then Aylett, now back to Ahern for the corner 3. Yes! Lucy Ahern
She
finding
is
the
hot.
hot hand. She is definitely warming up here. It might be a cold day in Hobart, but certainly heating up out on the floor, Dunny.
Definitely colder, Ronnie.
Yes, hence why we've got many layers on in the commentary box. Wilson up strong, yes.
Lovely.
So this game getting a little bit of flow on action here as well too, Dunny, and both teams trading baskets. It's good to see.
Best game to watch, Ronnie.
Absolutely. As the 2 goes there for McCoy. Of course, yes, the men's game. GYC is too strong in that game, unfortunately. But credit to Launceston Church Grammar making the final nonetheless. But this one, we've certainly got a game on our hands. Broomhall. Now Shields, thought about it, puts it to the floor. Up strong, nice up and under. Great work there by Eva. Back to 7. So ball getting moved around. Ahern staying patient with him, what they can do, but good great D by Brown. And now GYC off and running. Schultz has Broomhall in support, utilises her, needs more to the party, and Hayley Geared nearly provided that extra invitation. As McCoy now trying to look to split through few, went up with the floater, no good. Gets her own rebound. 3 ball by Wells, yes.
GYC need to crash the boards there, Ronnie.
Yes, they gave up another O board, Dunny, which is, I would think for Josh Yule, not be a good thing, as short on that one. And now McCoy with it here, so some box out woes for GYC. They need to rectify that as last touch by Brown.
See if they can get a shot off in the last 5 seconds.
Yes, of course, running clock here in SATIS competition, so you've got to act quick. And McCoy on the halftime buzzer, not there. So a nice second quarter by both teams, but Lucy Ahern found the hot hand and has helped St Brendan Shaw pull out to a 10-point lead here as we go to the halftime break. We will come back. We'll get Dunny's thoughts as we come back from the break. So 10-point lead here. We'll be back shortly. All right, we are back for the second half here. St Brendan Shaw leading by 10 points currently at the moment. 31-21. Dunny, what were your thoughts out of the first half?
I think towards the end of that first half, both teams started falling into their own pace, started shooting their shots they know they can make. But I think if GYC wants to make a run, they need to start doing the little things. Boxing out, talking on defence, all of that adds up.
And McCoy with a nice little party trick shot to get scoring underway, term number 3, as St Brendan Shaw extend the lead out to 12 currently at the moment, 33-21. As Wilson fires one from deep, and another 3 ball goes down for Alinta Wilson. She's finding the hot hand at the moment. So can Alinta Wilson spark a bit of a comeback here for GYC? Meanwhile, McCoy putting it to the floor. Good pass out to Aylett for 3 herself.
It is a shoot-off, Ronnie.
It is. Nice response. We are going back and forth. The boys can't believe it down there where Dunny is. Of course, the Lucas and Hamish down there, as the two couldn't go by Brown. Oh, sorry, Geared that was. As the ball goes out of play. Last touch by St Brendan Shaw. They will get it back here. Play restarts. Good deflection by Ahern. So GYC once again just a little bit stagnant. They'll need to get that ball moving. Broomhall now. She's got it. Puts it to the floor. Kick out. Shoots for 3 and no good there. Good rebound by Broomhall, who's a monster on those boards. Just couldn't get that 2 to go. Now Ahern down the floor. Oh, good pass into Luca Martin as the two Warriors teammates connect on that one. So Geared, no, foul on the play. It's going to be on McCoy, so substitutions here is Geared and that is Coburn coming onto the floor. Wilson. Geared, nice pass into Coburn. And the other Coburn here as well too. Are they sisters, by the way, Dunny? Do we know? We're not sure?
Not sure. No.
Right, we'll come back to that one. We'll get some research in throughout the broadcast. Meanwhile, the two went up, and another 2 went up, but it was deflected by Geared. It goes out of bounds. Of course, who we're trying to reference here is Isabel Coburn and Kate Coburn. Both have the exact same spelling of their surnames, so I think they might be sisters. I'm very sure, but we will double check. Ahern, kick out pass to Martin. Aylett back to Martin. McCoy now as she puts it to the floor. Good D by Geared. Ahern, and oh, that's a tough knock there. Let's hope she's okay. She's getting up. Inside ball. Yeah, a bit of a hard hit. The wooden floor here at the Hobart Netball Sports Centre is very unforgiving.
Absolutely, Ronnie. That'll leave a mark.
Yeah, my word. But Lucy's a pretty tough girl, so she'll be all right. McCoy throws one up. Couldn't get that to go. Ball here with Wilson. Wilson for a long 2. No good. Rebound by McCoy. And good pass to the other McCoy. Now, Ahern. Oh, nice pass fake and then able to draw contact nicely. She will go to line for 2. And I don't think that hip will be doing her any concerns right now.
Ahern is very good at drawing fouls, Ronnie. Very good.
Yeah, no, she's worked very hard on her game over the last few years and has had some very good mentorship under Tony Webb, of course the former head coach of the Denport Warriors, and now under the guidance of young and up-and-coming coach Rushton Upton, who is now the head coach of the Denport Warriors women's side, as Ahern gets that to go. Marching out to 16 here currently at the moment. So Broomhall, Coburn, and the Coburn sisters combined will go with that for the time being as Gibb goes up and gets the 2. So more about the defensive stops down this end of the floor for GYC really. If they can keep the scoreboard ticking over, no worries, Tony, but it's more the defensive side they've got to try and get some stops on. McCoy, good pass into her sister. Of course, that's Gemma and Jade. Of course, Jade being 35 and Gemma being number 51, just for everyone's perspective. Ball up the floor here for GYC.
Yeah, I really like the way Broomhall looks this second half. She's looking really confident out there, really showcasing her skill set.
Except for that shot right there, Dunn. I was going to say, you may have put the commentator's curse on her, maybe, on that potential shot. As Schultz and Brown come in for the Coburn sisters. We don't mind a commentator's curse on these broadcasts, by the way. Yes, don't worry. My goodness. Meanwhile, Aylett from downtown. Marching it back and marching out to 17 here currently at the moment. Broomhall. Geared. Good hands by McCoy. And shot goes up there by Broomhall. Draws the foul. So Chloe Broomhall go back to line here for 2. Both teams going into their huddles. So Chloe Broomhall on a lone island here as she misses the first. It's been nice morning out here at was it afternoon now? Is it afternoon? Yes, it is afternoon.
I feel like we are in afternoon now.
Yes, we are. As Broomhall knocks down the second, and Charlie Kelly into the game here for Mia Aylett. So McCoy coming down the floor here with the ball. Needs help. Goes to Martin. Back out to McCoy. McCoy sees an opening she likes, gets a little bit stuck, and then Martin able to help on the recovery. Couldn't get the roll. Ahern got O-board, couldn't get that to go, and gets that one to go. So she will go to the line here for 1. So good job there by Lucy Ahern. Just try, and again, GYC need to battle on those boards because they are getting out rebound. If we had our stats and our dashboard here, Dunny, we'd say the rebounding count favours St Brendan Short at the moment.
Absolutely. I did say that they need a box out. Really need to implement it.
Absolutely. Margin out to 19. So this is threatening at the moment, similar to the boys' game. There's good hands there by Kelly. And then, a bit of an errant pass, but it was recovered. Martin Brown able to get the recovery. Ahern crashed in.
Takes a fall.
Brown just, I don't know how she missed that one. And then we have a foul on the play. That was a odd sequence of events right there.
That had me lost, Ronnie.
Yep. Interesting. I would have thought Brown would have completed the play on that one, but yeah, I think Brown knows the turn. That's the reaction we just saw then as McCoy comes off for a breather. GYC to get it on the baseline here as they go to a little stack play. Schultz firing one for 3 is just off. And then, oh, that's a falcon on geared. It's one for the day. Broomhall now, trying to spin. Good hands by Hearn. Broomhall hit the deck hard. She's back up now. Hearn goes cross-court here to Martin. 4-3 is good for Luca Martin. And this game...
I was about to say, Ronnie,
yep.
You probably shouldn't settle for a 3 on a 4 and 5, but when you're a shooter like that, no excuse.
Oh yes, Luca Martin can also knock down the 3 ball as well too. Had the pleasure of calling some of Luca Martin's games throughout the last year or two. As Emily Brown gets the 2 to go there. She's back out to 20. But yes, no, Luca Martin has been working hard on her game as well too. She's one to watch as well on the northwest coast, as Kelly from deep couldn't get that to go. And ball here with Broomhall up the floor and a bit too much heat on the pass, and Schultz couldn't reel that one in. As Coburn will come in for Chloe Broomhall here. Just under 2 minutes remaining here in the third. As we get set for a big last quarter coming up, I can see looks like some of the French students are here too for one of the year groups must be in for a class on the outer court, so they're checking out the action as well too. Great to see. Ball with Kelly. Getting moved around to Martin here, nice in that ball screen. This wraparound pass there to Kelly. Now 3 ball here by Angley, couldn't get that to go. And it looks like Sydney Woods will come into the game, along with, we think that's Minton Connell there, and Ahern out for a breather. Blowing in some big ones there too, with that hit, coming down hard on that hit. Schultz. Now Woods.
Good ball movement here.
Yep, good ball movement as you mentioned there, Dunny. Last touch by St Brendan Shaw. So geared to restart. Looking for Coburn. Couldn't get that to go. Oh, sorry, that was Nowlan. Sorry,
lovely
and the
shot,
2
yeah.
goes up there. That was Woods, wasn't it?
Yes, that was.
Yep. Sydney Woods knocking that one down. Last play here of the third, you would think here, as the ball gets moved around. Now Martin fires one from deep and knocks it down. Luca Martin, just easy as you like. And now can GYC find a score here? No, Martin with some good D, and that will see us out. So margin is blown out to 21 here currently at the moment. St Brendan Shaw in a comfortable lead. We will take a break, and then we will come back with the final quarter. We'll get Dunny's thoughts at the start of the 4th quarter after this as well too. All right, we are back here for the start of the final quarter, and Dunny, give us your thoughts there at that 3rd quarter.
Look, I think it's pretty simple. We need to, as GYC, put a hand up on shooters. We are leaving them too open and they're converting too much. As simple as that. And now we can see from the points up there on the board,
yes,
it's really starting to show.
Yes, it certainly has, Dunny, and great shooting quarter by St Brendan Shaw, and really came off some stops defensively, which converted into some great offence. And all of a sudden, this game is now out to 21 points. At one stage in our 3rd quarter, we were back to 4 in what was a back and forth early couple of minutes. Meanwhile, foul on the play here. I think that's going to be assessed on, it's on number 6 there, which I think might be, or was it 16? It was one of them. Someone had fouled, but again, on our score sheet, we might not have that.
Lovely spin move there by young Chloe Broomhall.
Chloe Broomhall with the 2 and brings the margin back to 19. Great spin move, as Dunny mentioned there. Ball with Martin. Needs an option, goes down low here. Kick out, oh no, turnover there, so. Geared with it here as GYC need to, again, they'll need to put points on early here, just to create a little bit of scoreboard pressure, one thinks. There's Geared now, she puts it to the floor, up strong with a runner and gets the 2 off glass to go. So I think the key would be here, just stops and then trying to convert down the other end of the floor, I reckon, Dunny. Yeah. Good D there by Brown, but Martin able to recover. 3 ball is good.
Again, Ronnie leaving shooters open.
Kieran Munn's knocking that one down, and yes, they've got to get out to the shooters. Otherwise, this game could balloon out, which it's on the cusp of it. Now, the ball here with Martin. Martin, kick out. Minton Connell there for the 2. And now we're out to 22 points here currently at the moment.
It's rare you see a mid-range shot in this day and age.
Yes. There's a lot of 3 balls and drives to the basket. Nice to see that mid-range as Eva Schultz knocks down that 2-pointer. So, Munn's working away through, draws the foul. It's going to be on Emily Brown. Substitution as Coburn, Wilson and Coburn are into the game. So play restarts. Munns just lost the handle. Geared picks it up. Broomhall is clear for a layup and gets that 2 to go. So back to 18. Martin with the ball carrying duties. Martin splits for a couple, and yeah, there were some hands in there, so foul will be called, and Luca Martin will go to the line here for 2. So Luca Martin here at the line, as we mentioned, plays her basketball out of Devonport locally. Looks down the first. And can't. Oh yes, gets a second to go. I knew you spoke too soon, Dunny. There we go. Back out to 20 that margin. Geared putting it to the floor, up strong again with that run, couldn't get it to go. Broomhall, nice O-board and put back. So nice rebound for them. Munn's working her way through into Minton Connell. Moves around. Martin for 3. He's just back on. Gets her own rebound. No box out on that on the shooter there. As Martin gets it back, kick out to Munns for 3 is no good either. And another O-board. So this will not impress Coach Josh Ewell. That will though. Good hands there by Wilson. And now Geared off and running. Has Broomhall in support. Goes up and the 2.
Yes, Ronnie, if I was Mr. Ewell, I would definitely be emphasising boxing out in our next time out.
Absolutely. 2 goes up, couldn't get that to go there for Wells. As she gets another opportunity once again. Coburn got the rebound. And now the ball here with Broomhall. Oh, nice step through, and Broomhall just short on that one. And was that a limp I saw from Broomhall? I'm not sure. Meanwhile, Martin goes up, couldn't get that to go, and then foul on the play here.
A few substitutions coming in.
Yep. So Ahern and McCoy coming in, and see Broomhall coming off. Geared coming off, and it was Woods and Coburn coming in as well. Nowland coming in, getting those 2 muddled up. So Woods with it. I was going to say the right idea on the cut for Wilson, but it was picked off. And Martin gets the 2 to go. She'll go to the line for 1 and just not going as well as what one would think here for GYC. Just on that last play, Dunny, again, really good V-cut by Wilson. Just didn't get that in sync in time, and that caused the turnover.
Yeah, it's all about communication, Ronnie.
Yes, absolutely. As two missed there, the free throw missed there. Marching out to 18. Woods. And then good hands by McCoy. Nowland was able to be not. Yeah.
Could have been a carry there, Ronnie.
Could have been, but refs let that one go. And another 2 for Ahern. She'll go to line for 1. And yeah, right now, all one-way traffic now. This game took a little bit to open up, and now St Brendan's Shore have definitely run away with this one with 4:10 to go and a running clock for most of it. I think St Brendan's Shore are comfortably home here. As Aylett will come in for Martin. See what GYC can do down this end of the floor. Wilson lost the handle and goes back to St Brendan's Shore.
Look, Ronnie, whilst it didn't go our way just then,
Yes.
I really like how GYC are pushing the ball fast. That's how we're getting scores. When they can't set up their defence, GYC attacks. And that's why we're getting our points.
Yep. Well said, Dunny, as Aylett. Oh, geez, that missed the side of the barnyard as well too. She can nearly redeem herself on that last one, but couldn't. Ball goes out of play. Goes back to GYC here. I'm just trying to see if I can recognise any of my students. As Davey up there. One of the teachers there for friends. See one of my basketball players up there. Meanwhile, I'm back in the basketball game here. Sorry, getting distracted by my own school that I work at. Turnover by GYC, another one in that category as Ahern will nearly made them pay. Good running by Aylett though to get the 2 there. So yes, the woes continue here for GYC.
They do call you Mr. Basketball.
Yeah, that they do, Duff. Yes, that they do. That is a live mic, by the way, Connor, so be careful what you say, young man. Meanwhile, Wilson putting it to the floor. Wilson throwing one up, in and out on that one. Couldn't get that to go as Dunny's working out car arrangements with Connor. Ball goes out of bounds. I didn't know you were getting chauffeured around, Dunny.
Yeah, not the best driver, Ronnie. Can't lie.
Okay, fair enough. Wilson on the runner gets the 2. Look out. Aylett, now Ahern. Over to McCoy we go here at the corner for 3. No good. Rebound by Coburn. And then bodies hit the floor. We're going to have a foul here on McCoy.
I don't know if I saw a foul there, Ronnie. I think she just tripped over.
I think she tripped over, but maybe the referee Ryland might have had a different angle on that one, I reckon.
Yeah.
So,
Always right.
yes, referee's
True,
always right.
He's always right.
Yes, no, the referee's doing a good job in his ball game. Meanwhile, Coburn got a 2 there. Lovely work. Of course, Tate Browning and Ryland Liz on the go.
What happened to your ref career, Ronnie?
No, good refereeing career, Duff. Just decided to retire. Still ref the little ones though in primary schools. Tough gig in those ones, Duff. Never a dull moment, I must say. Meanwhile, Martin, now McCoy all combining together along with the McCoy sisters. Martin fires one up from deep and I thought there was a chance of that one going in there, Dunny. But
yeah, high arcing shot, you never know.
Yes, high arcing, as JB would say. Yes, of course, yes, we're missing JB on the Chargers commentary at the moment, but for good intentions though, doing a good job with the Hobart Chargers board. He'll still join us for local coverage as Wilson got denied by Ahern. Get that out of here, she says. Now Ahern, who started the play, wants to assist in the play to McCoy and couldn't get that to go. And rebound by GYC here as ball coming up the floor here. As Coburn needs to get this one off. A nice little tap away from Coburn. Wilson baseline here for the drive. Draws the foul and then Linda Wilson will go to the line here for 2.
St Brennan's can definitely not leave that open baseline.
Correct. Yeah, no, and when capitalised, GIC have been able to find that baseline drive there, Dunny, as Wilson at the line for 2. Just missed the first one. Mum and Dad are in watching this afternoon as well too. Good to see them here. As Wilson will look to knock down the second, and does. So back to 18 the margin here, but with a running clock we are pretty much nearly done for this one. We'll have presentations down on court for you shortly, and we'll get some interviews with St Brendan's Shaw. We'll have a talk with Lucy Ahern, and we might try and get Steve Bryan, the coach, who's been amongst Devonport basketball for many, many years in that town, as Aylett couldn't get that to go. McCoy got the rebound. McCoy goes up and gets another 2 on the full-time buzzer. So that's the ball game right there. So Devonport, not Devonport, St Brendan's Shaw College get the win here by 20 points in hand, 68-48. Yeah, well, it took probably the second half for that win for St Brendan's Shaw to set up for Dunny, but good game by St Brendan's Shaw in the end. I think GIC will be slightly disappointed with that one. Your thoughts, Dunny, please, before we go to the presentations.
I am definitely one of those ones disappointed. I had high hopes for my GYC team, but don't get me wrong.
Yep.
Both teams played really well, and I think no one should be down about that game, because there was a lot of shots made and a lot of good plays from both teams.
Absolutely. Dunny, thank you for jumping on last minute. I'm glad you jumped on and gave it a go, and you did a great job, my friend, so well done to you.
Okay, first of all, congratulations to both St Brendan's Shaw College and Guilford Young College for a wonderful show of sportsmanship, high quality game of basketball. Congratulations to Josh for bringing your team here today and putting up a formidable match to St Brendan's Shaw. Congratulations to Steve Ryan and the wonderful work that the St Brendan's Shaw College students did. It's been a long rivalry over 3 years between Guilford Young and St Brendan's Shaw College, and this time St Brendan's Shaw get to take the win. I'd like to invite the captain, Chloe Broomhall of Guilford Young, to come forward and say a few words.
Thanks to St Brendan's Shaw, you guys are a really good team, shot the lights out. To my team, we tried our best. As Yuli said, we didn't have much structured play leading into this, but we did a good job to try and get through the game. Thanks to everyone who made this game possible, to the bench, to the refs, and for you guys for travelling a long way, and Yuli. And also Claire for helping in. Yeah, thanks.
I'd like to invite the captain of St Brendan's Shaw College, Lucy Ahern, to come forward and accept the trophy. Say a few words.
Yeah, thank you to GYC for the game. 3 years we've played you guys, and it's always been a tough battle, and I really appreciate you guys coming out today. To the girls, it's been great coming through SATIS with you all. Great to finish it off on the win, and I'm super proud of us as a group. Thanks to Mr. Ryan, Mr. O'Keefe, and Mum. Yeah, Mum, for helping us out each week, and yeah, just like to thank SATIS and the officials for putting this game on today.
Thanks, Lucy. Once again, we thank both teams, and of course games like today don't happen without the officials, and they did a wonderful job officiating our game. Can we put our hands together for our referees today? And of course a lot of work goes behind the scenes, and we thank the manager of Guilford Young College, Mackenzie Banks, and the manager of St Brendan's Shaw College, Joe Ahern. So thank you to both of those individuals. Safe travels to St Brendan's Shaw, and we look forward to some refreshments with both teams together at the end of this presentation. Thanks everyone.
Are we still live, Duff? Okay. Both teams are happy to disperse. We're going to get an interview with Lucy Ahern. We're We are live, Lucy. So let's have a chat. All right. First off, hey, great win. That took pretty much the second half for that to be set up. And you must be happy with obviously not only the ball movement but the camaraderie between your team as well too. Everything seemed to click today nicely for you and the girls.
Yeah. Like I've grown up with a lot of these girls playing, so I know how to play with them, and we're pretty free playing, and yeah, I just love them all, so it's great to play with them.
I was going to say, there was a mention about the last 3 years, and those last 3 years of a good rivalry with GYC as well too. And is it not? I think they stole the one last year at your home court. This year you're able to steal theirs on their home court. So nice feeling.
Yeah, definitely a nice feeling. Like it's always a great game, and there's always like that competitive nature. We kind of came in just like we really want that win, and we got it, which was good. So yeah.
I was going to say, it makes the car ride home sweeter nonetheless, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Just personally for you, Lucy, it's been a big 12, 18 months for you. How would you describe your kind of personal development coming through the ranks and getting opportunities as well too along the way and getting to the highest level at the moment?
Yeah, it's just having like a great support system around me. Like I have great coaches. My mum's a big influence for me and like my progress, but I've just been surrounded with great people, and on the Northwest Coast, like obviously basketball's, it's set up so well with NWBU and everything. So just like having the right environment around me, allowing me to push myself. So yeah. Well,
we look forward to seeing what the next 12 months evolves for you, Lucy, and we'll be watching with great interest. Safe travels home, and thanks for your time.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
It's fine. We're not live, by the way, too. So we're okay. I just make that up. All right. I'm here with, of course, GYC captain Chloe Broomhall, and Chloe, a tough loss today, unfortunately, but the girls tried their best. But St Brendan Short just found that hot hand in the second half, just shooting the lights out here.
Yeah, they're a very good shooting team. We knew that coming in. But we haven't played many games together, so I feel like we did as good a job as we could to try and come together and do as good as we could today. But yeah,
has that been the hard part? All the girls have got different commitments and club commitments and whatnot, and then I know training can be not is limited, so to speak. But for what you could do today, you'd be happy with the effort.
Yeah, we had a few teams forfeit on us, so I only ended up playing 2 games, including the grand final leading into this, because there was a solid 5 forfeits. And we've only had 1 training last night, which was, it was pretty good just to get some plays into our heads. So, yeah, I feel like considering all of that, we did pretty good.
And of course, you play against some of these girls and play alongside with some of these girls. But when you come together as a school, is it a lot of fun playing alongside a team like this?
Yeah, it's pretty good because you get to, like you said, play with different people who you're usually going against. So it just is a different aspect kind of that you get to experience. It's good. They're all good girls, so it's good to play with them, yeah.
And I was just going to say, and I mentioned this to Lucy, the last 12, 18 months for her has been fantastic. For you, the last 12, 18 months has also been great for you. You've skyrocketed and now a figurative point in the Hobart Chargers women's side as well too. How have you found your own personal development over the last 12, 18 months in your game and reaching the heights that you have so far?
Yeah, well, I would say for me, as such a young player, playing in the NBL 1, the extra physicality that you face, the higher levels of experience that you face, it just helps add to your game, like fundamentally and with your IQ as well. So to be able to come back, I try and share that knowledge that I've learnt from that with people like this, and hopefully spread some of that knowledge for everyone else. Yeah.
Very good to hear, Chloe. Look, hey, unfortunate today, but no, the girls did try their best out there throughout every minute of that game. And hey, best of luck on the road this weekend too. I know you're off to Knox and Bendigo for the Chargers, so best of luck this weekend. But thanks for your time, Chloe.
Thank you.
All right, Chloe Broomhall there, captain of GYC, joining us on the post-game show here. That'll pretty much wrap us up from the Hobart Netball and Sports Centre. My thanks to Ethan Dunn, who jumped us off with commentary, and a massive thank you to Duff as well too for his work behind the scenes as well. But we are signing out here from the Hobart Netball and Sports Centre. Ronnie Riggs signing off, and we will see you next time.